Hello, everyone. I want to talk about apologies and how I think we have to understand that sometimes apologies either are accepted or are not accepted. For instance, I'm just going to talk about my dad who has been gone for 15 years. My dad really was active in drinking throughout my childhood, stopped drinking, I think, after my youngest sister was born. Took up drinking again when my parents got divorced, so it was about 7 years, I think. Um, Maybe 7 years. Um, Became very active with his drinking to the point where he was comatose when I was in, I guess, my 20s. And so then went through a period of nursing home, rehab, etc. Came out the other side and eventually was sober. And so, anyways, so we sat down one day and he said, Lori, I apologize for not being the dad you needed and deserved. And I said, Dad, I forgive you. And he was my absolute best friend. Needless to say, a lot of us who are going through parental estrangement have apologized to our adult sons and daughters. We've groveled, begged, pled, offered money, signed for loans, just so we can keep them in our lives. And I want to say that apologies are either going to be accepted or they're not. They're going to be done so with a pure heart, where someone like myself says, I forgive you and thank you for apologizing. It means the world. It means that you accept responsibility for your shortcomings, you acknowledge what happened, and we can start over. And you promise not to hurt me again. And so my dad held true to that. And I truly believe in a lot of instances. I don't know if you're like me. I parented. I was not drunk. I was not high. I worked. I also, when my daughters were in high school, I went to college. I'm not saying I was perfect, but what the heck? I mean, I was put, I was, I was, I don't know about you, but I feel sometimes I'm treated like I had a scarlet letter on my chest and I was burned at the stake like I was some sort of witch. And sometimes parents who are free and clear like me are treated like common criminals. And I certainly was not. Nothing I did raising my daughters could have caused me to be imprisoned. So, anyways, I think there comes a point in time when, after the groveling, begging, pleading, and crying, what you have to do is focus on forgiving yourself. Either someone's going to accept your apology or not. You can come with a pure heart. You can say it won't happen again. But really, what it comes down to is, can you forgive you? Can you look back on your life and say, you know what? I was human. I did my best. If you're not going to accept my apology, that's fine. That's something you have to carry. And when I'm gone, that's something you have to live with. I'm not trying to guilt anyone into having a relationship with me. I can't spend the rest of my life on my hands and knees begging someone, will you please forgive me? And can we please have a relationship? Please. I'm not going to grovel. Why? Because there are plenty of people in this world that want to have a relationship with you. Even if your kids say you're not worthy, there's still a lot of other people with whom you start free and clear with. You start a relationship, they're going to think you're the bee's knees. I promise you. I have wonderful friends. The relationships are reciprocal. We hang out, we message each other. If they live far away, we we chat via, text. But I think what I had started to do was I started to find friends from my past who in my yearbook said, oh, you're a cool girl and you're a nice girl. Those are the people I hang out with. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to grovel, beg, plead. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Most important, I like myself. So that's all there is to it, and I'll be back.